Hi everyone, welcome to the review retro for Sprint 27 and the planning for Sprint 28 of TinaCMS TinaCloud projects. The goal of this sprint was to complete the pass and save mermaid diagrams feature. The feature has been shipped, however, we're still in the process of completing the documentation and the done video. This was a 1-week sprint. We had 123 hours build by Brooke, Azair, myself, Goldie, and Wixie on TinaCloud, and 76 hours build on TinaCMS by Jack, Ben, and Jord. In terms of the work conducted, firstly, we had the pass and save mermaid diagrams. Jack, would you like to speak to this?
Yeah, so this is, it's been a bunch of work to get in with all the testing, but it's now been deployed in version 2.3.0, so everyone can go check that out. The documentation is still in draft, and there'll be a done video released this week as well. So docs are coming. Definitely check it out.
In addition to the mermaid diagrams, we also have the table plugin that was released with version 2.3.0 as well. So for those that are just wondering what that looks like, in short, you have a button there that allows you to, drop down, allow you to insert tables, and if you're within the table, delete the table and amend columns.
So there was already a table feature in TinaCMS, but it involved, it was much more complex to add in new rows and new columns. Now it's more native Markdown look and feel. So this will work a lot nicer.
And as with the mermaid diagrams, we need to complete the documentation and the release of the done video for that. In terms of the burn down, we completed effort 14 of 52. There's a code coverage, not yet logged. For production deployments, there were no deployments for TinaCloud. There was an attempt at a deployment prior to this meeting. However, we need to investigate why it was not successful. And then we had the one release for TinaCMS, which was version 2.3.0, released yesterday. In terms of application health overview, accounts created decreased from 224 to 202. Trend of organizations created the last 30 days remains flat. Sign up to commit conversions increased from 12.1 to 14.36%. Summary statistics for the Discord server show a decrease in weekly visitors. Clones of the Tina Barebones starter GitHub repository over the last 2 weeks decreased from 45 to 29. Clones of the TinaCloud starter GitHub repository decreased from 70 to 67. This is the first time that we are covering the Tina self-hosted demo GitHub repository. There were 12 unique cloners for the period. And in terms of package downloads, the 2.2 series saw a decrease from 13,164 to 10,267. We believe this is due to there being one release late in the sprint. In terms of epics are as listed, no updates to report. In terms of experimental work, we had the integration of the mermaid diagrams into the editor and the integration of the table plugin into the editor. Which brings us now to the sprint retrospective. As to what went well, we were able to ship the mermaid and table functionality, as described previously. We've also had, we we've also demonstrated the ability to get Gatsby working with TinaCMS as part of assisting the SSW rules project. Jack, did you want to add anything to this?
Yeah, I can add a little bit. So, yeah, our internal project is kind of investigating how we can use Gatsby with TinaCMS. They've done kind of a bunch of work trying to migrate all of the content. There's a bunch of content at SSW rules. And yeah, we're just figuring out how we can get that over. And then also how we can get visual editing working. And then more of the technical side of things, how we can run, I guess, two GraphQL APIs at the same time, and yeah, generate all the types and everything that Tina does. So yeah, last week we were able to do that, but we're now looking into creating a Gatsby plugin to kind of handle that all behind the scenes. So anyone else can just pick it up, add the Gatsby plugin to their project, and off they go.
Now, Brooke, you've also been working on getting the media manager to work across branches. Could you speak to how we're improving our understanding of how savings occur in the area?
You're on mute.
Oops. The system's a bit complicated with how it's set up. Things are all over the place, but Jack and I are getting more of an understanding of how everything's starting to connect. And especially with Nick's work in the architecture diagram, a lot of the system is starting to make more sense.
Now, as to what didn't go so well, so Matt noted that we did not have a lot of dones, though we were making progress through the sprint. And Jack noted that there was lots of context switching taking place, and it's just taking up time trying to get back onto task. Now, in terms of improvements for the next sprint, Matt, did you want to speak to treating SSW support requests as external requests?
Yeah, so we get quite a few support requests via the SSW's project, SSW rules, and website, less so. And I think that there's some valuable questions being asked by the people working on those products, but since they're going directly to the fire hose, no one else can benefit from that. So I want to treat the internals as customers. They ask the questions on Discord. That way, if someone else is searching for the same problem, they'll see it. They'll see the responses on there, and then hopefully the side effect is that we've got more Discord engagement as well. So that should help keep us above the engagement threshold to get stats.
In addition to that, we're also intending to go through the GitHub organization repository and archive unused repositories to help minimize future maintenance work. Adam, do you have any questions before we move on to the forecast?
No, excellent. Really good.
The forecast for sprint 28, this is a 1-week sprint. The priority is to complete done videos and documentation for shipped features. The items that we have highlighted are we've already spoken to with the exception of the SSO. This is the work that Brooke conducted to improve the invitation experience for new members of organisations. We also have Kelly working on improving the referential integrity of changes. Adam, do you have any questions with regards to our forecast?
No, that sounds all good. Can I just ask if there has been any talk of WordPress on Discord?
Brooke?
Not that I've seen.
Okay. Could we maybe consider a question in there by somebody or where you ask what people are thinking about it? Because obviously there's going to be people, even including us, who have been heavy WP Engine users and WordPress users that we're moving our stuff to Tina. Yeah, it'd be good to get other people's sentiment on it. Yeah, so
Sure.
can I leave that with you, Brooke, to see if you can raise it and see what people think about the WordPress drama?
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Right, the video for this summary will be uploaded here. Catch you all next week.
Okay. Thank you.